What's going on? Welcome to the No Manga Podcast, a weekly show about all things primitive skateboarding. That's right, 24/7, 365. We're talking primitive all day, every day, baby. Well, maybe just this episode. My name is Rick Beta. If you're new to the show, welcome. I'm about 95% of the time it's just me spitting into the mic, but I have been known to have some amazing guests on this show, so be sure to circle back and listen to all of them, starting way back with custom skateboard maker Bear Walker. Shout out Bear. He was, I believe, my very first guest, so he kicked it all off for that part of the show. You can follow along on social media at Rick Beta, that's RickBata, or email the show, nomangapodcast@gmail.com. So as I just mentioned, talking all things primitive skateboarding today. That's right, I'm just going to spend the entire episode starting off with what I'm calling the video release of the week. Maybe even the year, to some. So yeah, Primitive Skateboards Define dropped, of course, this week. Was about an hour and 8 minutes to be exact. So a little over an hour. However, spoiler alert, the actual video is just about an hour. The remaining 8 minutes was just credits and kind of extra good stuff. So just keep that in mind. So if you're like me and instantly get worried whenever you see a video drop that is more than 15, 20 minutes long, you look at your watch oh God, I don't have the time right now. And you just don't know if you can make it through it. You can do it. You can do it. But I was cracking up, though, because not too long after the video was released, Quarter Snacks did a poll. They asked, how many sittings it took to watch Define. And I answered before I even finished. I put 2 to 3 because I knew, and I was right. It took me 3 with the longest stretch happening during the second sitting. I was so determined. The first part, damn, I'm going to finish it. And I'm nope, can't finish it. Second part, I'm going to finish this. It's going to be 2, baby, 2. But in the end, I had to hit the pause, button and have a third sitting. So it happens, right? But here's the intro. Here's the final results of that Quarter Snacks poll. And let me know if you hear anything alarming. Either way, it was a close poll, okay? So all in one sitting, 32%. So shout out to those who could do it. Yeah. I tried. I really did. I tried. But I probably would have fallen asleep. I would have had to help my kids out with their showers. Something I can't remember. But I knew I couldn't consume it all in one sitting. But actually, you know what? It was probably after my kids went to bed, so I was already tired, had to work the next day. That's probably what happened. So shout out, all in one sitting, 32%. 2 to 3 sitting, that's me, baby, 34%. Yeah, I'm in some good company right there. Are you one of them? 2 to 3 sittings? Yeah, that's these are my peeps. I'm talking straight to you, directly to you. Huge props to the 2 to 3 sitters. Only skipped around 34%. Now that piece of data scares the crap out of me. 34% of y'all just skipped around. You're whatever. How do you do that, though, for this kind of video? I mean, did you make sure to, take notes on all the skaters you watched? Because you're flipping all around. You're okay, I watched, this skater, and I got to go back. I mean, just so you don't miss out on anyone, or do you just not care? 34% only skipped around. Damn. I mean, did you only watch Frankie and Tiago's part, and then 34% kind of only skipped around? Is that what it means? Is that what you guys did? I mean, how scary is that to hear, P-Rod, How long did this project take you guys to film? And to hear that 34% of the people polled just, skipped around. I'll go here, I'll skip back. Maybe I'll miss this person's part. I don't care. I'm just going to skip around. No big deal. But all I have to say is I sure hope you eventually caught all 100% of it. Because I would hate to hear that you missed out on the greatness of this video, But I would easily have guessed. If you asked me the number before the poll results were, I would have never guessed 34%. Just only skipped around. I thought it'd be, I figured it'd be single digits, 9%. But nope, 34%, high 30s. Anyways, that just seems insane. So nevertheless, I really enjoyed this video, and I took a ton of notes of this video. But I can't, and I stress this. There's no way I could go over each and every of the details of the notes, because I know you would fall asleep. Or you would eventually be, skipping around this podcast. I'm going to skip up here. What's we're talking about now? Oh, God. Yeah. So let's start with the title. Define. Period, right? There's define with a period at the end. That's key. Not only is this the title of like the video, it's a declarative sentence, okay? There's a deliberate reason that P-Rod and team had that in there, that period, okay? Very subtle, but a very powerful statement, considering, the Primitive brand. And what's such a trip though is I could totally like literally hear and see P-Rod having that light bulb moment when, he came up with the name for the edit. He's like, and I'd be shocked if it wasn't P-Rod, but I bet he was probably like, chilling in his pool or his hot tub in the backyard, cigar in hand or cigar in mouth. And he just kind of nods his head and like with that signature grin, he's like, define. The name of this video will be Define with a period. And just brain explode emoji to everyone around. Like, damn, he sends a text out. Define. Doesn't say anything else. People reply back, oh, yeah, that's the name of the movie. No, yeah, the edit. Yeah, I get it. It makes sense. Yeah, go with it. And then the rest is history, One main thing, though, I did want to point out is the fact that we should be so grateful that we got to see this video for free. Or if you haven't seen it, you get to see this video for free. They could have easily charged, I would have easily paid a minimum $25 to see this, to own it, to have it physically in my hand. And I would have been totally satisfied paying that much. With 0 complaints, no returns. I don't need the receipt. I bet the 34% of the skip arounders wouldn't have done that if they dished out that hard-earned cash instead. Something to think about. We got to see this for free, which is such a blessing. So it's crazy for me. I still can't believe I'm saying this, and the more I think about it, the more I say it, they should have charged us for this video. We got lucky. They didn't charge for it. But brings up, in fact, can we get some physical copies though? How long is that the turnaround? Can you guys maybe, I don't even care if it doesn't have a label on top, just put Define and you can put it with a marker. Define, make sure you put that period on there. $25 starting? This one is too good to be free. Charge as much as you like. It's worth it. Amazing video. Take my money, P-Rod. Take my money. It's right here. It's right here. So now to the skating. So here are some notes I took along the way. I love how P-Rod was, of course, the first one to appear in this, this video with the song he used for his "Yeah Right" part. The edits were timed well to the beat, and I just kept thinking, is it me or is Paul like one of the most hardest working skaters like in the game? And actually, is that a rhetorical question? I mean, I think so. Dude is such a beast. Even coming back from that injury, all of his injuries he's had. And notice too how he didn't have any name card, introduce himself until after his part, right? Obviously it comes over the credits, Paul Rodriguez, but that was after the fact. Almost like as if he's saying, you should know who the hell I am. Come on. Are you paying attention or what? You know who the hell I am. But he set the overall vibe, and it just carried all the way through this hour-long video. An hour is a long time. You're going to have some, like, as they say, some doughy moments in the middle, or kind of some lulls, ups and down, peaks, what do you want to say? But Paul started it off right. And my favorite trick of his was the one we got to see 3 times. Switch Smith, backflip out. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. What was that number? I think that was number 2 on the QS10. I think it was, right? I mean, we all saw it before, and most of us saw it before, I should say, before we finished the video. But damn, I was like, why do you got to do us like that, dude? I mean, that ledge, that dip, the flick. Chef's kiss. And then, of course, we got to see all the skaters' names, like who would be, gracing us with their presence for the show. Yeah, it was a show. Which was yet another reminder of how stacked this team is. Stacked. And adding Dylan to the team was epic. Much like I said, of course, way back in episode 39, the future is primitive. Still holds true today, to this day. Circle back, 39. The future is primitive. And the future it's pretty damn close, but I still think, honestly, this team is still only getting started. Still only getting started. But speaking of, episode 39, what I do remember mentioning, of course, was something to the fact that, Paul Rodriguez, I mean, he hand selects his team, of course, but the main thing is I think based on their ability to skate switch, and not just 3 to 5 tricks. He probably puts gets like a dry erase board, writes all these switch tricks, and if you can't do like a majority of those tricks, you're not on the team. Nope, you're done, dude. You're out. But I would love to see like a breakdown of regular versus switch tricks in this video. You know? Because I have no problem saying probably the switch tricks would it would win, of course, but for some reason, it might be, I don't even think it's that high. 73% comes to mind, like just off the top of my head. I could easily see that 73% of the tricks in this video wore switch. Think about it. If you've seen the video, like, yeah, you might, it's not 50, right? It's not half, it's more. 65 to 73. Just kind of, that's my range, but 73 popped up ahead when I just said that. Hell, I almost forgot, which stance Wade DeSarmo is. He's goofy, right? I wrote that down, question mark. Because I don't know. Wade's opening part was my favorite of the entire video. But honestly, his part got me emotional. Like, no joke. Wade straight up killed it. I loved his entire part. So good. Even all the fits, the trick selections, the pants. I know I think Skate Loop got the little pull up. That was fun to see all week, but dude's got it. Wade just killed it. What more can I say? And before I could even recover, they queued up Tiago Lemos, a skater who is so good and recognizable. He had some random person coming up to him in public. He was like, did you guys see that? Dude was tripping out. Of course, he was just tripping out on the tricks. So, whoa, how'd you guys do that? And he approached the crew. He said, whoa, yo, is that a pro, man? And then he said, is that Tiago? Yes. As he quoted, y'all the real stuntmen. Damn straight. Tiago's probably not, he's humble. He's like, yeah, I know, man. Can I get back to work now? But he's like, damn right in his head. That was such an epic moment. Yo, is that dude a pro? Wait, is that Tiago? How many times does that happen in a week? Very rarely, right? But that was such an epic moment. And of course it happened to like a man like Tiago. Of course. I mean, everyone's going to know about him and his skating, soon enough. Even grandmas, right? Like, oh, look at that. Is that Tiago? Oh, that was a horrible grandma voice. I know, but I'm just saying. Tiago is like a man of the people. Tiago did what Tiago always does, And if you're one of the skip-arounders, be sure to at least watch his part. Okay, do you promise? Seriously. Promise? Yes. Okay, thank you. JB Gillett's part kind of had me not holding back tears, but it was kind of like, it got me emotional too. I think I was just coming off the wave of, Wade's part. Maybe it was the music, his injury, the timing of it all, the comeback, I love a good comeback story, and hey, if Tony Hawk can do it, so can you, JB. We can all kind of do it. It's ish. I mean, I don't see myself doing inverts at 53, but I'm just saying, JB, you've got this, dude. Then they had Sacramento's very own Miles Silvas, and probably the only dude in the video, let me check my notes here. The dude in the video to rock some gloves. See those? They were like black and white, almost like goalie gloves. I think he had them on at least, for at least 2 of his tricks, right? 2 different spots. I was just like, hell yeah, Miles. Yeah. His ender was ridiculous, I just wrote down, how do you pop that high, yet alone switch? Huh? Okay, dude, whatever. Dylan Jabe was officially introduced, even though we knew that. We saw that coming per last week. I still can't believe that. What a get that is for Primitive. April's been stacking their team. Primitive's been stacking. That's a huge get, Dylan Jabe. Like, it's a great match for both parties. It's a good fit, makes complete sense, And watch his ender and focus on what's being focused on. Perfection right there. Watch. That's what's up. And then it was Robert Neal's turn, and he clarified some things for me as I thought he quit. I was like, wait. And then he kind of said, they almost made me quit. Because didn't he quit? I swore he said he was quitting. But I guess he's back. Or maybe I am just late to the party. I didn't know that. But I don't know. But like, glasses / shade endorsements and all. You see that smooth? It was, if you didn't pay attention closely, you'd miss it. But smooth product placement right at 23 minutes in. So smooth, so subtle. I almost didn't even notice those white trimmed glasses. I didn't even notice them. But you know what? You could see him almost like ripping those bad boys off shortly thereafter. Yeah, they did it. Oh, no. Quick. Sponsor can't see that. Got to assume he's riding them all the time, even though that was the only clip they did them in. Very subtle, Robert. Very subtle. But his switch varial heel ender. That's all I got to say for that. Like, how did you do that? Not cool, dude. And much like Rocky, they had the obligatory montage. Giovanni Viana. Don't think I didn't notice that up and over grind. Yeah, I saw that. Jen Soto, David Jacinda, Marina Gabriela getting, tips from Tiago, Marcus Shaw, and Patrick, is it Zendgraf? Hope I didn't butcher that. And then Charlie Monroe. Charlie freaking Monroe shut the montage down. 26-28. That fakey kickflip over the handrail, But I consider that the hard way, too. You know what I mean? At least for me. That'd be way more difficult going at it with my back to the rail than my stomach. Way too insane. Hell no. Way too much could go wrong. You go in that direction, you could get clipped and land on your head. Hell no. So crazy. Shut that montage down. And it's Merrick, is it Zapranzi? Merrick Zapranzi. He was up next. And all I wrote down was his opening switch inward heel equals ridiculous. So uncalled for. He had some great fits. Yes, the trick selections that dude had. But yeah, mostly the fits. I had to note that down, of course. Kiyonosuke Yamashita. I'm patting myself on the back. Yeah. I think I got his name right. But his ender, all toes for that. All toes I wrote down. And his song selection, he had me nodding my head the whole time. I was like, everybody over there. Everybody over here. Hit me. Get involved. Like, the dude was just yelling. I'm like, yeah, okay, I got it. I voted last week too. Come on, dude. But that was good. I was just nodding. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Feeling the vibe on that. Trent McClung, 34-15, back 180 heel, setting up for that other huge switch back 180 down all those steps. Yeah. Back 180 heel, setting up for that huge switch back 180 down. So sweet. His ender was pretty tight as well, and I love the reaction when they all checked it out on the camera. They're like, oh, yeah! Oh! That's skateboarding right there. That's what it's all about. Even if you're skating by yourself, I got some clips of myself over the weekend. I should have reacted like that. I'm going to do that next time. I'm just going to, did I get that day? Oh, yeah, Rick, good job with that no comply, dude. Yeah. No one else is around. Like, this guy, what the hell is going on? Even slow down the yeah, like, oh, that's what's up. And that was a cool reaction. And you see all the crew just, we got the trick. We got the make. It was awesome. Because that's how it is. That's what's up. Brian Peacock. Now, I had to rewind his first line because I was fixated on his shoes. Like, it was some crazy, I wrote down zebra/referee action. Like, I was what they were Adidas. I could see the stripes. But I mean, I'm just because I'm old, but I don't think I'd be able to rock them only because I get so damn distracted when I look down on my board. Anyone else find those shoes very distracting? Could you look down on those and just kind of do tricks? I'd be like, oh, look, zebra. Oh, no, these are very bright black and white. Oh, yeah. So I had to start over. Well, what the hell did he just do? I've just been watching shoes fly around. I love how he busted down that chain, too, for a, wait for it, switch, pop, shove. I was like grabbing some popcorn and in anticipation. I'm like, oh, damn, he just cut down that chain with his board. What's going to go on? Yeah. All that for a switch pop shove? That's a bit too much. A little excessive. I'd have settled for a switch hippie jump. Oh. But what do I know? Whatever. Break a chain for your switch pop shove. Hey, you do you. But dude killed it with all the manual combos, though. Like, so many of them made me dizzy. Like, how tough it is to film that. Like, where are you going to end up? Where are you going to be? Some straight, like, wizardry going on with him, for sure. How do you twist and spin like that? Spencer Hamilton, that opening line, it was that insane fakey front flip down all those stairs. Like, whoo, he got the crowd going crazy. And 4131, he did that switch flip over the handrail, but I didn't see it at first because you got to pause it. Right when you see at 4131, you pause it, you can see kind of the shake jump grip. If you pause it at that right moment, take it all in for a sec. Because at first I thought he just went down the steps, but then I saw he went over that, the rail. Because when I saw the reaction from that dude walking by, I was like, oh, I'd better rewind this. What did I miss? I mean, just look at his reaction. I'm talking about the pedestrian dude walking by. 4135. Cue up that. It's that one meme where you have the dude walking with his girl, but then he's like looking back, at something. That's the meme right there. Kind of in amazement. It was like, oh, yeah, that happened in real life. Even his girl was in shock. You see that? He looked so stunned, though. And his girl just kind of flicked her hair as if to kind of distract him. It's like almost as if she knows that he gets all squirrel whenever he sees skateboarding. It's like, babe, are you even paying attention? Did you even hear what I just said? He's all like flustered. No, I did not. I just saw Spencer Hamilton switch down more steps than most people can count. Okay? So no, I didn't hear you. I heard flick, catch, and land. That's what I heard. Okay, babe? We're breaking up? Okay, fine. But that was funny to see. But Spencer decided to do us all wrong and do a switchback flip the very next trick over the same rail at the exact same spot. I mean, sure, it was a different day, different board because it had different grip, less pedestrians around, but that was nuts. Are you kidding me, Mr. Hamilton? It's wrong. And I wasn't ready for his ender. No. I saw him running with his board. I had to pause. All right, Rick. You've seen a lot already, dude. Are you ready for this? Just take a deep breath. Kind of had to calm my nerves. That was straight up insane, Spencer. Straight up insane. You even got that mom to clap. She's like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. We talk about being a skater to the people, right? And Spencer's it. And didn't we just see Nyjah? He did a nollie front heel into that, right? Spencer said, you know what? Hold my beer. Hey, y'all, watch this. I'm going to go over the whole damn thing. Ridiculous. And keep in mind, we're only 2/3 of the way into this video. All of what I just spoke about has happened, and the video, it's only 2/3 of the video. You see how people like myself can only consume this in like 2 to 3 sittings. One, because of the time investment that I had to watch maybe, and 2, because of my health. It's bad for my health to take in this much gnarly skateboarding in one sitting. Trey Williams was up next. He opened his part up. He had a nollie board slide, kind of setting up. He push for a 360 flip down that curved rail set. So many skaters had enders as openers in this video. It's insane. And his ender was banging too. I bet editing was like a nightmare. You're like, well, which one are we going to have for ender? Texting the skaters all the time. You got too many options here. Pedro Biagio, 4605. It was a trolley over that small garbage bin. And all I got to say is, who goes to that spot and thinks of that? And notice the size of that, that bin, that garbage bin. You can only fit like 6 cups in that thing, and it's full, right? But anyways, but still, awesome trolley. Very cool. I would have most people would just skate past that spot. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. And a majority of the skip-arounders stopped at Frankie Villani's part. They did that. They just had to. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. You can start with Frankie Villani's part. I'll give you the permission to do that. Because my favorite trick of this, and if you know me pretty well by now, you might be able to figure it out. You might be able to guess. His switch heel late shove, 54-32. Hell yes, Frankie. Oh, yeah. But stop. Seriously, but stop it, dude. Switch heel, late shove. Okay, I guess, like if we were close and you're my homie, you're like, hey, Rick, I'm gonna try this trick. I guess, dude, that's kind of messed up. Why would you do that to me? Put me in pressure like that to say, hey, that's a great trick, because it is. But I just, why you gotta do us like that? I mean, you are almost too good. You understand this, right, Frankie? You're almost too good. And if you're listening, try doing that trick next time you're kind of rolling around. Hell, even try to do that in Skate 3 or was the other one, Skater XL. Try and do that. Let me know how it goes. Switch heel, Late shove. It hurts my brain just to say that. And he did that. And then we have Mr. Carlos Ribeiro, or Ribeiro. First off, let me just say this. Leave Carlos's hands alone. You're lucky he even performs for you, P-Rod. Leave Carlos's hands alone. Now I can't unsee that thumb, his crooked fingers. He's not going to be a hand model. We know this. But thanks, P-Rod. Thanks for pointing it out. Because now every time I watch this video, well, guess what? I'm focused on his hands. And see what you did, too? You gave this guy like a complex about his hands, right? Because notice how much like night footage there was for his part. He probably had the most nighttime clips in this video, right? Don't believe me? Go back and watch. I think he had the most nighttime clips. I mean, dude doesn't want his hands. He wants his hands to be hidden now. He's probably going to go skate more nighttime clips. He's going to borrow Miles' gloves so they'll be black. You know, see what you did? Much like with former like football players, skaters' hands should never be brought up or shown, right? We don't need to see them. We're not going to be hand models. So with that being said, I do have to hand it to you, Carlos. Much like 99% of your teammates, your switch game is legit. Straight up legit. I almost forgot which stance you ride as well. Seriously. Is it goofy? Is it straight? It's like the whole team is full of scapegoats, right? I swear, dude. But Carlos, he shut this video down with authority. Looks at hands. Yep. All right. I got to clap. But I had to look at my hands first. See? Bravo, Carlos. Bravo. Yeah, my hands are pretty good. I got some good looking hands. I'm trying to be humble here. Humble brag. It's not like Carlos say I got smaller hands. But man, that was insane. So Define was directed and edited by Alan Hannon. Alan, I'm looking at my hands again. Amazing job. Look at these hands, though. I think I need some more lotion on this one. Not too bad, though. Anyway, I'm focusing on too many different things right now. So I'm assuming if you made it this far, you've already seen the video. And if not, are you convinced now? Like, is there anything I said? Are you going to circle back maybe and become one of the 2 to 3 sitting peeps? You can come with me, actually. Come join the dark side. No need to watch it in all, like, one full sitting. That's too much to consume. Like I said, it's an hour and 8 minutes. An hour of it, like just over an hour, is just a skateboarding. Take 2 to 3 sit-ins. You'll be fine. All I'm hoping to accomplish today is to shift, the people from skipping around, the skippers, the 34% of those peeps, skip around during this video. As I said from the top, this is one we all should have paid for. It should have been like a majority of the people complain, not about the link, but dude, I had to pay money for this? Yeah, you did. We should all have trouble sleeping tonight, knowing that we were blessed with such greatness for $0. $0. And yes, I do agree that time is money, but this is money and time well spent. Trust me. Even if it takes you 2 to 3 sittings. So let me know your thoughts. I dedicated this entire episode to this video. That says a lot. It says a lot. It's a great video. And I guess there's a picture book out for it too. I think it's $50. It's a paperback, which is fine. I saw some comments. People say, oh, is there going to be a hardback for that? Hardback would be sweet. But I might get that. It's $50. Get some pictures and help the cause out, help the team out. I mean, until I can get a physical copy, maybe I'll do that. But that's all I got for this week. I appreciate you guys tuning in as usual. And don't think I didn't notice that a shot rough cut. Yeah, I guarantee you that's going to be one of the topics I'm going to be talking about next week. And I can already tell I'm making the jokes now before I even saw it. Rough cut? Ishad? LOL. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I bet his rough stuff was like some of our best days. So I can already see it now. I think it's about 30 minutes long. Damn. 2 sittings. I'm going to dedicate 2 sittings. Hopefully I finish that bad boy in 1. But we'll see. I'll talk about it next week. And I will see you then.